Today I'm going to be doing a speech on what us humans need to do to prevent wildfires. Fire is a resource that we need to survive, but is there a way to use this awesome resource without getting destructive? We humans usually are the main cause to wildfires, and we need to attempt to stop them. If you do not want to be next in this vicious cycle of victims affected by wildfires, I would totally recommend listening. In this speech, you're going to learn the amount of wildfires that have been caused due to human error, the types of human error and how to prevent them, and a look into wildfires that were caused by humans. There are many fires that have started due to human error. Most of this destruction is because of us. Nearly 85% of wildfires in the United States are caused by humans. Human-caused wildfires from campfires left unattended, the burning of debris, equipment and malfunctions, neglectly discarding cigarettes, and intentional acts of arson. And that's from the National Park Service in 2016 on their website. And even, for example, someone that many people idolize, Johnny Cash, even unintentionally set a wildfire. In the Los Angeles Times, Dr. Arango wrote in 2015, in the summer of 1965, Johnny Cash was living in the wilderness of Southern California when, possibly high on drugs, he sparked a wildfire with his overhead truck that blazed through more than 500 acres and threatened the life of endangered condors. And that just goes to show us that even someone that we could see as perfect is totally capable of starting a destructive mess. But the carelessness of us starting these fires is not an excuse for this destruction that has happened. Starting a fire is not an error we should make, and we need to be more careful. Fire ecologist Melissa Forder from the University of Colorado says humans intentionally set fires, building fires, or even fires in the forest, or smoke and ash from other fires can spread into the forest and result in larger fires. We have too much power with this element of fire, and it is super easy to misuse it. We are playing a really substantial role in shifting fire around, says fire ecologist Jennifer Balch at the University of Colorado. She looks at the big picture, going through records of 1.5 million wildfires a year, and she notices that usually in times of wet climate and when the climate is usually not prone to wildfires, fires are happening more often, and not because of the Earth cycle, but because we are being careless with our actions. Some might say that, humans aren't really the main cause to these fires, and for example, an article at the Center for Climate Energy Solutions in 2017 said on their website, the rise in average global temperatures has led to higher spring and summer temperatures, but more importantly, an early onset of spring. And yes, this is very important that our temperature is rising, but we as humans should not aid to the act of starting more fires when our temperature is already rising. This should make us be more careful, and we shouldn't use, global warming as an excuse for all of these fires when it is us who is causing them in the first place. And maybe global warming does have to do with how often they burn and how they burn, but they shouldn't have even started in the first place. According to a press release at the University of Colorado, Boulder's Earth Lab took a deep dive into the U.S. Forest Fire Program and analyzed all wildfires between 1992 and 2012. The researchers found that humans caused more than 1.2 million fires out of the 1.5 million fires in the database. So that means more than half of the fires since 1992 have been caused by humans. Almost 3/4 have been caused by humans. Overall, I think this is just very important that we need to be more careful with what we're doing that can possibly start a fire. We need to be more vigilant of the animals around us, the communities around us, and that when something's burnt, you just can't simply get it back. So overall, most of wildfires that you've seen in your lifetime have probably been caused by a human. Most fires could have been prevented, and a fireless world would be very different if the destruction of past fires never happened, especially in Australia, in our own country. What would life look like? Overall, I think we need to take more actions to prevent wildfires, such as being vigilant of the weather when you're using heat, making sure your surroundings are not dry when you are having a campfire. Just make sure that there is no possible chance that a fire can start around you, because we can prevent this together. And we need to use this power of having fire in a beneficial way. Thank you.